I had an art studio downtown Dover here, and I was doing t-shirt design, clothing design, sign design, website design. My goal was to kind of revisit and go back and reopen my studio as like the 2.0 version with my tattooing experience now. So it's basically Rutland Studios. I found this space, 5 Washington Street in Dover. We're looking to open anywhere between May 1st and May 3rd. Being an artist, is the joke goes, like you know, it's a struggling artist. It's kind of hard to make your way. I wanted to have some short-term goals and not be so flighty with work and have to depend on like one paycheck for this and one paycheck for that. I've always been into tattoos, and people have been telling me I should get into the industry for a long time. I got the machine, and really not knowing really what to do with it, I drew on myself. It took me like a day or two to find a design I liked, and then I just started tattooing on myself. Literally, I did this the third day I had my machine. I didn't have any training. I didn't have anybody who knew it to show me anything. You're supposed to stretch skin and make it tight and draw with the other hand. I couldn't stretch, so I was contorting myself into all these different positions. And I had a clamp on the back of my arm. And my son at the time was 3, and I remember him just standing there watching me the whole time, and he was just thought it was like the coolest thing. But he was like, "Dad, why are you doing this to yourself?" So I have 2 kids. I have a 9-year-old boy. His name's Jackson. My daughter is 5. Her name is Olivia. My son, when he was little, I used to read him Shel Silverstein, The Giving Tree. You know the story where the little boy is asking the tree for things. And this is like one of the last images in the book, and the last line in the book, "And the tree was happy." So that really means a lot to me. My son's like the biggest fan in the world. You know, he's always like, "That's the best thing I've ever seen." I'm like, "Well, what do you really think of it?" And he's like, "That's the best thing I've ever seen." And my daughters be like, "Oh, cool." So I'm glad I have that to share. The moment that I sit down with a client and I start tattooing, everything else goes away. It just taught me a lot of patience, which applies to my relationship with my kids, the rest of my family, any other relationships that I have, driving my car through traffic. I mean, anything. When I'm done with a tattoo, I feel like I just like climbed a mountain or something. It's you know, it's really refreshing. I feel like I really accomplished something. I don't think about the end result. I literally take it moment by moment. And like I said, it's helped me to translate that over and apply that to my life, literally taking things moment by moment. I owe a lot to this industry, you know. It's definitely saved my life in a lot of ways.